Hello Pisces, Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm here to do a general reading overview for the season of autumn 2022 for you. We're going to look at your overall energy, what will be highlighted the most for you, your approach to different areas in your life, personally, your home, family, your work, professional life, your material world, your sense of security, as well as your love life, whether you are single or coupled. I'm going to clarify with the tarot. This is an old spread I've been using for many years, and it's very, sometimes scarily accurate. It is general, but there could be some specific messages that come up. Keep in mind that as well, they are predictive energies, predictive messages. So there could be something here that you don't see coming, but in throughout the season, you do see things that will come to pass. So I just ask you to listen with an open mind. I am tapping into the energy of Pisces. So I'm going to clarify with the tarot, and at the end I'm going to pull a Wild Offering Oracle card. And it is raining, so you're going to hear drops in the background. You're the only sign where it's now raining. And anything else? Let's begin. Let's just get into it. Pisces overall energy: King of Spades, King of Swords, Emperor energy with this Nine of Clubs, Nine of Wands, Sun energy. Okay, so I feel for many of you Pisces, this is a time where you feel like you are ready to take charge. I feel like it's a season where you definitely feel some type of stability, and it could definitely come from a career change. Some of you could be getting into a leadership role, starting your own business. It does seem to be positively aspected with the sun, like whatever you have put in for your own personal work and career, whatever you've been establishing so far, will bring you some type of opportunity that makes you happy. And like there's also something here where you may be choosing as a craft or your business or whatever you're going to be doing. It just seems like it will attract it will attract good fortune to yourself, like you're attracting good fortune. Some of you too just may be in a place now where you are defending and protecting your position, or reflecting on how it is you can hold on to whatever position you've attained in your career or in your life. Kind of like maintaining that, realizing that you've come a long way. That's a lot of too what this Nine of Wands energy can indicate. Like you've come a long way, you've persevered. It's kind of a strength, a time where you could be definitely realizing your power, what your strengths are. Your strengths will be something that you'll be recognized for, and you will begin to recognize in yourself, and how to use that to your advantage, using your strengths to your advantage, not dwelling on what your weaknesses are, and getting in a space where you're taking your power back. So you might feel almost invincible, quite powerful this season, Pisces. I see that. Some of you too could just be overcoming just this feeling of not being worthy of what you deserve, like almost like commanding what it is that you want in this Emperor energy. And I feel very like spiritually strong, and very confident about what you're capable of, based on things you've overcome in your past. So your overall energy gives me this sense of like very stable. So we have a Page of Cups for Pisces who may be expecting, or maybe you're, especially for male Pisces, if you're becoming a father, there's a strong indication that you will give birth to a male child. Some of you too, there's this open heart that you have to communicate, and there's also this kind of help, like if you find yourself in a position of power where you can help others, you will. Like if you have a job lead, or you have a position to offer someone who needs work, then you know, you can be that source of light and opportunity for other people. So you just may be in a position where you're able to help people around you. It's an overall energy of like seriousness and getting down to business, but maintaining that tender side of yourself when it comes to talking to other people. You might be a very kind of gentle leader in a situation or position. You might as well be chosen for a leadership position. And a lot of it may have to do with your ability to be compassionate to people or make them feel good about working for you or working for whatever company is appointing you to some type of leadership position. And some of you could be softening your heart as it comes to being open to new love and new friendships. Okay, let's move on into your home family. We have this 10 of Diamonds, 10 of Pentacles energy with the 6 of Spades, 6 of Swords energy. So some of you, you may be, you know, establishing your home is secure, but there's something here where you might be, some of you Pisces may be moving away from your family. You might be going off on your own, or it's in this season where you will be looking, or, you know, trying to move on from that. Some of you might be a bit checked out from where, like, the majority of the family, what the majority of the family is doing as far as gathering. Like, you might be present, but your mind might be elsewhere. There's also a sense for some of you to heal some type of long-term history thing with family, or something that, you know, is generational, that you are kind of breaking free from. And it could be in a number of things. It could be in you know, whatever the family has done for business. You might be that one that's stepping out and doing something totally different. Nine of Wands is Nine of Clubs is a very independent energy, and I work for myself. I do what I want to do, and, you know, you're looking towards the progress for your own sake. So there definitely could be something here where you're just maybe stepping out and doing something a bit different from what maybe your family set for you or expected of you. Some of you could be traveling to see family, or family could be traveling to see you in this season. And so some of you could be leaving, like, family, and like there's a support system here that's there for you, but again, you might have this sense of finding your own way, building your own wealth, or finding whatever it is that's going to bring you security. It just might look very different from what the rest of your family considers this. But also I'm kind of seeing like older generations, like grandparents and older, like there's something here where you're maybe either visiting these people, or there's something here where you're moving past, again, what they established before you in some way, Pisces. You could be looking into your family history and gaining understanding and peace about, like, what is your family, or, you know, you coming into your family. And I feel like there's some answers that some of you may be seeking. You might find it in delving into your family history. Like, knowing where you come from gives you this impetus, and this is very clear with this. Knowing where you come from gives you this impetus to know where you're going, whether it is you're going to follow that pattern or break a pattern and do something different. So I feel that coming into play. Many of you may learn something through older family members that you just did not realize about your family, and it just kind of helps you to find peace in something that maybe you were conflicted about as it came to your family. In the understanding aspect, I do see like communication mending or healing between generations. Like you having enough, like if you're a younger Pisces, you have this understanding now, and even respect for your ancestors or your older relatives, the people that set the foundation before you. And that gives you the sense of peace, and feeling like, I know where I'm going now, or I know what I want to do now, or you feel very inspired by someone older, like, and there's more respect that you're gaining for that. And if you're an older Pisces, there may be something here where you're passing down some type of tradition, or even letting go of a tradition, creating your own. So there's something here where it's like, maybe something worked for a long time for the family in the past, but maybe now you see that there's something here that you can do differently. And it definitely could have to do in the way of like how money is handled or how it's doled out. Now, some of you could inherit something from a family member, older family member. This could help you move along, and with your future goals. Like someone older in your family gifts you with something, like, especially for those of you maybe who want to go on a trip. I feel like if you communicate that in a way that they would assist you. So if you need help from family, I feel like the family will help you in a way, or just someone in particular is going to gift you with something, or you can be, in a sense, finding yourself in a better space of security. Some of you too may want to move your family, or you want to move and decide where you want to set your foundation for a long-term space. Okay. So that might be something here where if you are thinking of moving, you don't feel settled where you are, you could be finding another location or a space where you want to live, and there could be some family member that comes along and helps you financially if you are in need of it, or once you do receive some type of money and security, you're definitely going to be looking elsewhere for like where you want to move, like pick up your like roots up and move your family to. Okay, so that could be something here, where you're changing where your family usually settles, and you're looking for maybe a new space to settle. This is for some of you. And it just might be a time where just your family's very generous, especially around like holiday seasons. So looking into your work, professional life, we have this Two of Hearts, Two of Cups, Temperance energy with this Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords energy. So I do feel like for some of you, this is an indication that you will gain some insight or get some information or some truth, or even a lead as it comes to work and business. There could be someone in particular that I'm getting it's who you know. So some of you could gain, if you're looking for employment, you can gain new employment by someone taking a liking to you, or just seeing you as like a good fit at a position. And I do also feel like for this Temperance energy, with the work relationships you've established with people, like you're going to be coming off as very likable, and I also feel this is like giving you the sort of responsibility in some way, because that kind of echoes a little bit with this Emperor energy, where you may be offered a position that is long term, and based on your work history or connections that you make. So some of you looking to make a change, just might be the season where you do make a change. But I see anyone you need to meet or even like impress, you will. You will, like you have this thing where people see you, or with your presence, your eye contact with your answers to interview questions, things like that, that where people see you as someone who's trustworthy and can handle. Now, some of you, there's a position that maybe two people handled that you might be able to do on your own, and that kind of cancels out a position. So for some of you with a work thing, if you're friends with someone, you're both kind of going for the same job or position, you may get it and your friendship may end or change, or just how you, especially too if you guys are getting a promotion and you're now going to be someone who's over them, or someone that you become someone they have to answer to. Just be prepared that it will change the dynamic of how they relate to you as like a friendship. So like a coworker friendship just may go through some changes based on one of you receiving some type of promotion, or some situation where you could be, some of you too, there could be this thing where you and a coworker are too close and you get separated by higher up for some reason. They may not trust you together like you, or you just may be having too much fun at work, and then there's something here where that changes, and it might change how you feel about your job. There's a sense of control, and you having control of yourself and your own independence. So I do feel for many of you with a work situation, you're just like, even if you partner up with someone, you work for yourself and you're collaborating with someone, something changes this season. Like, whatever you create and make, there's someone who's then going to take over, like you take over, or like you came together to create something, but then there's a split with this Ace of Swords. Okay. So you have this Two of Pentacles, clarifying your work professional life here. So I feel like some of you too will be juggling two jobs, or there will be two options, or something here is like, there's something here where it's like going back and forth between you and another as far as a position goes. I do, again, you have this kind of luck on your side where you will be attracting leadership opportunities. So I feel, again, this is someone who's handling two jobs or two things. So I feel like for some of you, showing up into a position might eliminate someone else's position. So just be mindful of that. For those of you who are juggling or are juggling two things, I think something's gonna something will outweigh the other as far as what you should be moving forward with, and it could constitute a promotion or a raise at one of the jobs. And so what you were doing you were doing two things or two jobs, there's something here that changes that and makes it clear what you should be focused on. With the Sun energy too, that's like clarity about what your position is and what you're doing for your career. Okay. Moving on into your sense of security, we have the Six of Diamonds, Six of Pentacles energy with this Ace of Wands and Strength energy, Ace of Clubs here. So again, I feel that, you will be given something, and then we have the Six of Pentacles here too. There's someone who will be very generous with you, that puts you in a strong position financially where you feel like you're stabilized. And this could also be the promotion or the raise. Something that you ask for, you will get. So there's something here where it's, again, your work paying off, your leadership capabilities showing, and it bringing results for you in the form of your security, your job security, a clear path opening up for you. I do feel like too, there will be like new investments that you make. With the strength energy here, I do feel like some of you will be like there's a new path or opportunity for you to save or earn money. But I feel like for many of you, it's tempering your desires and what it is that you would usually spend your money on. I feel like for some of you, there just may be a new focus or a new path or a new interest. For some of you, even a new hobby you will be investing in. For some of you, this is like a spark of inspiration that comes through money you have, and you may be brainstorming in a sense of how can I either hold on to this or multiply this. You might be so some of you, this is just kind of a new beginning with your career, putting yourself in a stronger position financially, and it changing some things as it comes to, again, what you focus on for work, letting go of maybe your side jobs, maybe that there's just one job that's going to give you all that you need, and it's something that's like, I want to hold on to this, like whatever is going to be bringing you this prosperity or feeling that you're getting all that you need and what you ask for is like something, it's like you want to hold on to this. I feel like whatever position you get into, Pisces, it won't be short-lived, it will be long-term. And it has you thinking bigger, thinking outside of whatever box that you maybe found yourself in before with your sense of security. Some of you who own a new business, there might be something that you produce or create and provide for others, and it really, really takes off as you kind of, yeah, whatever you choose or decide to kind of put out on the market. Again, you're attracting people, or people are very attracted to whatever it is you're putting out there. If it's a product, then there's people who will be very excited about it. You'll make a lot of money off of it. If it's just like whatever service you provide, I feel like you'll be getting more attention for what it is that you're really, really good at. Again, realizing your strengths and then utilizing your strengths and showing their strengths. I feel like you'll be getting good feedback as well as a good return on what it is that you just that may come natural to you, or just something that you've been honing as a talent or skill for quite some time. I do feel like some of you will feel like you lucked up on an opportunity that's going to like trailblaze or just be something innovative and very creative. That someone, like, you might be the first to think of something, which is hard these days. It's like, there's nothing new under the sun, but there's some new way or fresh energy, Pisces, that you will be bringing to something that people need or use, or just will be really excited about once they see it, or just, you marketing yourself and what it is that you do. I feel like you get a strong reception and feedback, and people who will be kind of excited and waiting kind of like bated breath of what you'll do next, or what you're going to provide next, or what so overall sense of security feels like you'll be in a strong, stable position for the most part, or just that energy that there's opportunity for you to, if you make the right choices and decisions. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands clarifying this. So I feel like, again, maybe getting into a higher level, and making sure you're maintaining your position and standing your ground too. Okay, there's an elevation here that some of you are going to be experiencing in your material world or sense of security, and then the strength to hold on to it and not be pulled back down to where you were. Like, there's this constant elevation that some of you are focused on doing for yourself. So not settling for less, or settling for spaces where you were struggling financially, or even needing to take on multiple jobs. There's some clarity here. There's a clear path and a new beginning with some higher ground that you're going to be reaching. So higher ground and holding on to what it is that you have, to knowing when to say no to others who might be coming to you asking for help, or and that could also be an energy here with and around your family. You could be coming into money, but it could be something here where you now, like, people have their hand out. So that could be an indication for some of you. Some of you too, there just may be something here where you are cherry picked for something to do in the limelight with the sun energy. So it might be hard to hide your elevated status or your elevation. And again, this is something too where, like, if you're creative and you're trying out, you're doing something that you love and you've been very patient and going at it, going to auditions or putting your creative work out there, there does seem to be this sense of clarity and on your path and what it is that you should be doing, a direction, or someone takes notice of you and loves your work and gives you an opportunity that allows you to quit your mundane job or what you do to pay your bills. So something here with Pisces is coming in a big way, in the form of elevating your status, and that may be from something here again where if you're around family, you might feel like you need to maybe get away for a little bit as you're trying to establish your own sense of security. Again, not relying on what they relied on for their sense of security, but creating your own avenue in that too, with this Ace of Wands, like creating your own lane, coming into your own power and your own strength of attracting what brings you that sense of stability. So looking into you'll be very charming too to prospective people who would want to do business with you. Your charm is something people will be very attracted to you, Pisces. Like, there's something that they can only get from you, or is very hard to find. Something that's rare in you. There's like a rare quality in you that will be showing this season. I feel that will bring you to this space of feeling like you're moving to this next level and your hard work is paid off with the sun energy. So moving into your emotional life, we have this Jack of Spades and Jack of Clubs, Page, Knight of Swords, and Wands energy. So I feel for some of you, this just may be a time where you're just so busy and so preoccupied with your career and what's going on in your life that there may be situations where you may flirt with people, but I'm not seeing a long-term thing. If you are already in a long-term relationship, this could just be a time where you have fun, see each other once in a while, but there's this sense of individual focus. You may communicate a lot more, over phone or text, more than you see each other. And if you see each other, it might just be for a short time, because there could just be other pressing matters in your life that's taking precedence over mating or finding a romantic partner or being with a romantic partner at this time. So I see mainly fun, flirty energy. And if you're single, again, it's just fun, flirty energy, communicating. For some of you, it may be an active time for you physically, but it doesn't seem like it's something that's a major focus for you right at this moment in time. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles too. So some of you just could be in this attitude of taking things slow as it comes to a partner. And some of you maybe realize you're in this transition phase of upgrading yourself, upgrading your life, and realizing that, you may be taking notice of what it is you're attracting, but I also get this sense of like you're looking for quality. You're looking for quality in an individual or in a connection. So if the quality is not there, then it's something that you will have no problems leaving it behind or passing it up. I feel like it would really have to be I feel like you not being caught up too much in your emotions, even though you are a water sign, very kind of romantic and dreamy, and you can be, you know. And if you do have a partner, maybe it is something too where you will be, you know, gifting them, or you could be receiving a gift from a partner, kind of a love token or something of appreciation. There's movement here and there's communication. It doesn't seem like it's anything serious though, like not yet. Like this is a time where you are maybe getting to know a new partner, learning about them, but really kind of taking your time as it comes to your choices and options in love if you are single. And for those of you who are coupled, this may be something here where you both agree that it's a good time for you guys to focus on yourselves individually. I do see a tangible offer here, like some of you might make a practical plan with your partner, like for down the line or somewhere in the future. Okay, that jumped out. There's two of them that jumped out. Oh, we'll take both of them. So we have true offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So, trusting that use me, love. There's a sense here. Again, you have an open heart with this Page of Cups energy. There's an optimism about you as you're becoming more serious about your path, your growth as a person, your elevation, your progression, okay? So you're coming from a pure heart and a pure place. And again, if you're marketing or branding yourself, it's something that is going to be oozing off of you in a way that you do attract what is in your highest good, or you attract what's meant for you based on what it is you offering. There's a true offering coming from you, Pisces. So in a way that is attracting people who are liking what you're doing, you know, buying what you're selling, you know, just really, you know, being a fan of what it is you're creating, or just your work ethic in general. And then we have spaciousness. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. Spaciousness. Now that gives me this sense of this family dynamic. Like some of you might feel like you're claustrophobic within your family, or your family's kind of keeping you in like trying to keep you in a tradition or a way that they've gone, but then there's like this, you need space from that. So some of you may be taking space from family, or moving away from family, again trying to establish your own sense of leadership, and you know, you calling the shots and no one calling them over you. You know, you coming into the light with creating your own lane in your own path and following that. So I feel like that's something here. And even with your emotional life, with spaciousness, you know, that's where I feel like some of you may be taking things slow and giving time to show what will fill you with enthusiasm and joy. I feel like if you have been in a position where you felt drained, or you feel that, and then there's something here where Spirit is encouraging you to pay attention to that, and will be an assistance to help you release no longer. And I'm also kind of getting like, again, there might be a separation with a work colleague or someone, again, you used to work with, but that may be a good thing for you to be separate from someone where it was becoming more of like a social thing for you to work. There could be more something here of like, if you really take a job or a position seriously, or a field seriously, it will lead you to what will bring you more happiness. So anything that's draining you, I feel like there's an opportunity this season for you to release that and create that space for what is going to fill you with a greater sense of security and happiness and enthusiasm and joy, and also really taking your time too with a relationship. You don't want a relationship that drains you. We want a relationship where you're both, filling each other's cup, or, filling your own, and then coming together and enjoying that energy. So that where could be where you're more about fun, and then anyone who wants to kind of pull you down into their depression or their toxicity, it's like, you're free to separate yourself from that. And that's part of you also valuing yourself and valuing your time, and being very careful about who you do invest your time and energy into in this season, Pisces. So I wish you the best. I hope this message has helped you, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.